Welcome, everybody. I want to talk really briefly about getting your life together and getting yourself sober. I'm going to continue talking about this because I'm highly passionate about this subject and I want to help you get to a state of peace in life. You're never going to find that if you're using drugs and drinking alcohol. These things all come with massive, they just create issues is what I'm getting at. So I get a lot of questions about my videos regarding sobriety. Out of all the videos I produce here on YouTube, the most feedback I get from people and the most detailed comments and responses and replies and support that I get from people is in relation to my sobriety videos. It really makes me feel good from the bottom of my heart that so many people have found my videos on delirium tremens and alcohol withdrawals and, getting over addictive patterns. I really, really love going to bed at night knowing that these videos are helping people. So I'm going to continue making these videos because anyone I can inspire to get sober, that's a potential life I've saved. And I think that feels really good. It just feels good to make content like this. I want to help you get sober, ladies and gentlemen. What do you have to lose by getting rid of your drug-addled lifestyle? What do you have to lose by getting clean and not having to worry about, a potential early death from alcohol abuse or withdrawals? A lot of you guys that are contacting me, you're not being smart. You're young and you think that because you're young, you can just drink massive amounts of alcohol. And a lot of the people who've contacted me have, they contact me and they want to get sober, but then I'll communicate with them and then I'll find out that they're drinking. And it's like this back and forth loop where they contact me because they know I'm a sober human and I attract people who aren't sober because I have something that they want. I'm not trying to sound rude. It's true. Most people who are addicted are striving to become sober. And a lot of people who aren't sober see that in me. They see the sobriety and they want to attain that. So they'll message me and then they'll fall back and continue drinking and message me and then fall back. And I sympathize with you guys because I've been there before. This morning I was thinking about it and I was like, what the hell is the deal with these people? Why do they keep going back and forth between me and then they'll fall off the wagon or, But then I had to sit and meditate on it for a few minutes and it's like, wait a second, I was there. And I try to not get frustrated with people easily because I like to look at things that I've done in the past and ask myself, have I done that? Was I in that situation? Because if I was in that situation that person was in, would I want to have someone frustrated with me? Because sometimes I do. It's like frustrating to deal with people who one day they want to get sober and then the next day I find out that they're like drunk and passing out and doing all this crazy stuff. But maybe I'm too nice. I'm not sure. But one thing I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you don't get your act together soon, you may end up in a whole host of trouble. And I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to see you go down a really dark road that you may not be able to ever get yourself out of, because a lot of people drink alcohol, think they're invincible, get into a goddamn vehicle and kill a bunch of people and they wind up in jail. Imagine what that would feel like. And I know. It couldn't happen to you. Every single person that it's happened to probably had that mentality. Oh, it's not going to happen. I'm only going a few miles. I'm only going home. You have any clue? It's amazing to me that alcohol is even legal. Now, do I necessarily want to see alcohol become illegal? No, because I don't think that making something illegal to make people not do something or drink. What am I trying to say here? God damn it. I can't get it out of my mouth. I don't think that people should have to have something taken off the shelves so that they don't drink. I think people should have more responsibility. You should be able, ladies and gentlemen, to have every temptation right in front of you and you just like a breeze be able to not give in to them. This is called higher thinking. This is called your higher self. Being able to not give in to the temptations of your environment. And that's what it is. What do you really think is happening on a spiritual level when you succumb to the temptations outside of you? It means that you don't have much willpower, or it just means that you haven't honed your willpower. All of these opportunities, all of these negative people who are trying to inspire you to do drugs or drink, or these are just stepping stones for growth. These are like challenges that you need to pass. Life is like a test on some level, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just, you got to get your life together. Put yourself through sobriety boot camp. Talk to a medical professional about getting help. There are great resources available at our fingertips here in 2019 through mainstream medicine, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I talk about natural health a lot here on this channel, and I talk about using food as medicine, but when it comes to addiction recovery, in my opinion, Western medicine has some very valid tools, as well as some very valid pharmaceutical drugs that can save your life, especially if you're getting off of alcohol. This is no joke. I'm tired of hearing people say that, oh, you know, I just up and quit. Now I'm going to do this and that. I'm just going to up and quit. It's like, you can't do that, ladies and gentlemen. If you drink a lot of booze, I'm not saying that quitting is a bad thing. I'm saying that quitting properly is essential. Take it easy on your body. You've been abusing it with booze. You've been abusing it with cigarettes. Chances are, if you drink a lot of alcohol and you're an alcoholic, I can't really say chances are, but oftentimes what I've noticed is people who drink alcohol excessively often smoke cigarettes, and sometimes they smoke, weed or do drugs. So think about all of the ways that you've been damaging your body. And if you just jump into sobriety one day, it can put your body into shock. And alcohol withdrawals are some of the most dangerous withdrawals there is. Alcohol withdrawals are dangerous than many different forms of drug withdrawals. So it's just, goddamn. It's so sad. One of the reasons I see reflections of myself in many of you guys who are trying to get sober, and it just makes me sad to see, like, wow, I was that lost at one point. And again, I'm not trying to sound judgmental because I've been there. So if anyone tries to say I'm being judgmental by saying that I'm not being judgmental. I've been where you are. I've been down in the muck, and I just confused myself into this ideology that I thought that I could never get out of this. You are the one you've been waiting for. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And that's one thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt, because that's what I did. I walked around in pity of myself. I thought that the whole world revolved around me. I thought that sorry, I had a comment there. I thought that the whole world revolved around me. Poor Brandon. All this stuff happened to Brandon. I need to drink because I have all these issues. Poor, poor, poor me. It's so pathetic when I look back at it, that I allowed myself to trick myself into thinking I was such a victim. And you've got to get out of that victim consciousness, ladies and gentlemen. Take control of your mind and bitch slap it into submission. Your mind, if you don't make your mind your bitch, it will run your life, ladies and gentlemen. Your programmed mind will make you it will make you its bitch. You need to take the reins and take control of your life and say no to toxic substances that you know are killing you. Think about that. You're stressed, so you consume something that kills you. How do you think that that's going to ameliorate or mitigate your stress? It's only going to make it worse. It leads to guilt, and guilt leads to feeling sorry for yourself, and feeling sorry for yourself leads to you abusing more drugs and alcohol. Get sober, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to drink because all the people around you in your environment are drunks. I was looking back at high school, looking back at junior college, everyone was drinking. The schools, it's just venerated everywhere, this low level, low vibration lifestyle. And everybody wants to fit in, and people end up doing ridiculous bullshit because they want to fit in with everyone. Why would you want to fit in with a bunch of ingrates, a bunch of demons, a bunch of jackals, a bunch of hyenas? You've got to get out of the victim mentality. Victim mentality is one thing that keeps so many people addicted. It's like, oh, I'm so sad, so I have to drink. I know you're not. You're a limitless, intelligent human being with a mind that can discern between right and wrong. You have higher thinking. Use it. Stimulate your higher self. Destroy your addictions and live. Peace be with you all.